There are places on this earth that seem to exist just outside the ordinary flow of time. New Zealand is one of them. Two islands rise from the South Pacific, like a memory of an older world. Mountains still young enough to cut the sky, and forests dense with ferns unchanged since the age of dinosaurs. For centuries before any European sail appeared on the horizon, these islands belonged to the Mbori. They called this place Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud. They had arrived by canoe from Polynesia, navigating by stars and currents, reading the ocean the way others read books. Their villages stood on headlands, and their waka, or canoes, left tracks across sheltered bays. This was not an empty wilderness waiting to be discovered. It was a world complete, inhabited and known. Then, in December 1642, Dutch navigator Abel Tasman sighted the western coast. He anchored in a wide bay, but the encounter that followed was not peaceful. Mbori warriors approached in waka, calling out challenges and warnings that Tasman couldn't understand. The next morning, a small boat from Tasman's fleet was rammed. 4 Dutch sailors were killed. Tasman named the place Murderers Bay and sailed away, leaving Aotearoa unexplored. For more than a century, no European returned. Then, in 1769, Captain James Cook arrived. He came with different tools, sextants, telescopes, and a mission to observe and record. He spent 6 months circumnavigating both islands, mapping them with a precision that still holds today. But it was the encounters with Maori that surprised him. They met his ships with confidence, sometimes with suspicion, sometimes with careful hospitality. They paddled out in powerful waka, their voices lifting in haka that carried across the water. Cook noted in his journals that the Mbori were a people of substance, living in well-built settlements, cultivating gardens, and possessing intricate knowledge of their world. In the decades that followed, more Europeans arrived, whalers, missionaries, and traders. Change, once begun, doesn't stop easily. Diseases spread, and muskets altered the nature of warfare. By 1840, the British arrived with the Treaty of Waitangi, a document promising partnership and protection. But the Mbori and English versions said different things, and what was signed remains disputed to this day. The European arrival in New Zealand wasn't a single moment of discovery. It was a long, complex series of meetings between two worlds. Even today, these islands retain a sense of existing slightly apart. In the silence of the high country, you can almost hear the echoes of those first uncertain encounters, the sound of a waka cutting through still water, the moment when two worlds met, and neither would ever be the same.